Hello everyone. We chase down Lord Stormsong into the Shrine of the Storm, the very seat of power for both House Stormsong and the tidesages alike. Here, blessings upon the fleet are performed to ensure that the Kul Tiran Fleet knows no equal in combat. Yet, at the same time, a dark force has corrupted these sacred grounds and it threatens to steal control of the Kul Tiran Fleet forever.
The shrine must be cleansed of Lord Stormsong's evil, heroes. Tread carefully. Some dark presence watches us even now.
Their connection to the sea has put them on quite a dark path, as that's also a place inhabited by beings like Queen Azshara and presumed to be the location of the old god Azeroth. The tidesages hold command over the elements, but also the void, and now they've allied themselves with Azshara. For some reason, they've set their eyes on the Kul Tiran Fleet, but I'm not entirely sure what the purpose for that is. It could be to just weaken Kul Tiras, or perhaps the Naga, they actually need something transported above water. Either way, we must cleanse the shrine of its corruption, bring Lord Stormsong to justice, and confront the darkness behind all of this.
How dare you sully this holy place with your presence? I call upon the surging waters. Arise and wipe out these intruders.
The deeps hide many powerful secrets lost to time. As a master of these waters, Lord Stormsong, he calls upon one of these creatures of myth to defend their sacred shrine. Akusir, formed from the depths, seeks to wash us away now by trying to push us off the platform. Tentacles will spawn to root our allies into place. Make sure to help your friends get out of that sexy situation while avoiding Akusir's surging rush. At 50% health, he'll split into smaller Aqualings which mirror its abilities. Defeating them will force the elemental to become whole again. That is the opportunity we need to finish the fight.
Stormsong has twisted this sacred place. We must press on and undo his foul work.
From the Tidewater Sanctum, we push on towards the Funds of Cleansing and the Tidesage Council.
Welcome, Brother Pike. You have arrived just in time to witness our victory.
Once our ritual is complete, the Kul Tiran Fleet will belong to Queen Azshara!
Quickly, heroes! Stop them before the fleet is lost!
None shall stand against the storm!
We fight two bosses at the same time now, Brother Ironhall and Gale Caller Faye. Normally, they would use their powers to bless the Kul Tiran ships and ensure that their fleet remains unmatched on the seas. Now, their powers are turned toward Azshara's goals, with Ironhall being the tanky one and Faye the DPSer.
The breeze is ever at our backs!
The swiftness ward she placed on the ground that increases their haste and movement speed by 25%, while his reinforcing ward that decreases damage taken by 75%. So that means you do want to make sure to move them out of it and use the wards for yourself. Focus on the Gale Caller and interrupt her slicing blast as much as you can, but do be careful, as when she has the Blessing of Tempest on her, any interrupts that will cause a tornado to spawn on the field. Ironhall also has a blessing, the Blessing of Ironsides, which increases his damage dealt by 50%, but also slows him by 75%, so at that point you'll start want to kite him around to avoid the big blows to the face.
Return me to the sea.
Sea to sea, ashes to ashes, tide to tide. May your souls find peaceful currents.
From the Font of Cleansing, we move on to the Blessed Path, and the further we go into the Sanctum, the more and more we see the corruption that plagues the Sacred Order. The Void, Tentacles, and the Cthulhu-looking kind of beings called Kafir, they befoul the Blessed Path with their presence, so it's best to clean them out. Within Storm's End, we find Lord Stormsong with a rather special guest.
The Kul Tiran Fleet is nearly yours, my queen.
It would seem you have guests, Lord Stormsong.
Master! Stop this madness at once! The Kul Tiran Fleet must not fall to darkness!
Fool. We must return to the sea, and Queen Azshara will grant us the power to do so. For the last time, join me or die.
Never!
Then I shall cast your bodies to the blackened depths, to be crushed for eternity.
Still, Brother Pike tries to convince Lord Stormsong to change his ways, but it is far too late. Azshara has her claws deep into him, so we have no choice but to take care of him. With Pike rooted, the fight comes down to us. Stormsong, he shows us his command over the Void by shooting out powerful Void bolts, but the real danger, that comes from the ancient mindbenders. They'll try to take over our minds and turn us against our allies, but by dealing enough damage to them, by walking through the Void Orbs that Stormsong summons, we can knock them off and focus back on the Lord. If you don't, then you'll surrender your will to the darkness, and sure enough, you will kill your party.
You turned against the tide, Master, and now you have been pulled underneath it. Something is not right. Darkness still festers here. Be wary, heroes. Some unseen evil still lurks in the dark. We must press on to remove its influence from the shrine.
Darkness rules. Pestilence spreads. The doorway is open.
By the Tide Mother! Do not listen to its whispers! This horror will try to twist your souls!
The underwater pathway is filled with creatures that can mess up any good Mythic Plus run, and within the Shrine of Shadows, we find the darkness behind all of this.
I reside within your lungs.
Vol'zith was sent by Queen Azshara to subvert the tidesages, whispering promises of power to those willing to listen. Whispers that also assault our minds now, which increases damage and healing done, but it also lowers our life force. Be certain to avoid the massive pools spawned by Yawning Gate, and when he has enough power gathered, he'll drag us down into a sunken realm, sealing us away and trying to drown us. Our only chance to escape this grasp of the sunken city, that is by clearing out its denizens, while also avoiding the tentacles that spawn, tentacles that do some really nasty slam damage. Those that have played through Anka and faced the Herald before, this ability should feel rather familiar. Now once we escape the sunken realm, we can focus our attention back on Vol'zith. No matter what he might whisper, no matter what he might do, we will not fall to the darkness.
I will await you in the dark.
You dare to interfere in my affairs? What makes you think you can oppose my will? Enjoy this victory. It will be your last.
I can feel the dark presence receding. The shrine will be whole again. Thank you, heroes. You've returned hope to the Kul Tiran people. We must carry on. My magic is strongest here. If there is any hope the fleet can yet be found, now is the time to try.
Queen Azshara isn't too happy with us right now, but Brother Pike, he is able to sense that our missing fleet, the strange storm that the tidesages locked them in, that is dissipating. Some of you wondered what was up with that ship in the background, and I honestly have no idea, but I think it's a representation of the tidesages messing with the fleet. A projection of the dark spells that they're using to keep it away from us, trying to make the fleet belong to Azshara, but that's purely a personal guess.
Yes, I can sense the ships. Our fleet. The dark mists surrounding them are dissipating. Though I cannot call our mariners home, at least we know those ships are out there. Somewhere. The fate of our fleet lies with the Proudmoors now.
Now, it's going to be up to House Proudmoore to guide the fleet home. That's the story told within the Pride of Kul Tiran's video, so if you want to, be sure to check it out. As always, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!